I expect you guys to work as hard as you possibly can, and in return, I will work as hard as I possibly can to make you guys successful.
If I had a bad phone call.
Josh Feinberg here. I wanted to come to you with 5 tips in regards to marketing. 1, are you tracking every marketing campaign? I know here at Everlasting Capital, we track every single piece of marketing. Whether we're taking a look at how many leads we got, how many leads converted into applications, how many applications that we got from those leads turned into approvals. You need to be able to track that information to see if the campaign was either successful or not successful. We also track that information to see the ROI, to see the return on investment. We know exactly how much it costs for us to be able to run that campaign, but we also need to make sure that we're tracking to see if it was even profitable. 2, being able to take a look at free marketing opportunities. My sales guys, I make sure that they are always trying to think outside of the box. Whether it's taking a look at new social media sites, taking a look on Craigslist, being able to make posters to be able to put in different vendor locations, trying to think outside of the box, right? Because free marketing opportunities can yield a really high dividend. So you want to be able to take a look at those free marketing opportunities. 3, we're going to take a look at repetition. Are you continuously reaching out to these people, or are you just marketing once and seeing if the campaign worked? And just basing it off of that. Because, repetition sells. As long as you can repeat what you're doing, be able to get in front of the right customers, and be able to keep your name in front of them, when they start to think of, your type of product, in our case, it's finance, right? So if our customer, continuously has their name in front of them, and then they think, I do need some money for marketing. Hey, I remember that finance company that made that video about marketing. They're probably going to think of us. Repetition, keeping your name in front of the borrower or your client is, what's going to sell. There's so many different ways to be able to market, right? In repetition, keep your name in front of them. Let's talk about email. It could be phone, being able to call them on the phone, being able to text them. In this day and age, we can use Messenger, whether it's on LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook. There's so many different opportunities out there for you to be able to, keep repetition of your clients. 4, follow-up. How many times are you actually following up with your client? Are you following up with them 2-3 times, and then if they don't respond to you, they're out the door and then you're moving on to someone else? For us, for Everlasting Capital, our clients 10 times. We give them 10 times to be able to respond back to us. If they don't respond to us, we'll put them in, a different campaign, and then we'll follow back up in another 6 months after that. If somebody just doesn't need your product, they just don't need your product. But you need to make sure that you are following up. Do you reach out to the prospect after they turn from a prospect to a client? Because that's very important as well. If you don't follow up after they've already became your client because you've already made your money, they could be so much more profitable. But not only that, is you can build such a better relationship and so much more rapport if you stay in contact with them and follow up with them on a constant basis. And then 5, become a resource. Be someone that, they can reach out to. Even if it's not about business, imagine if they were, buying a present for their wife and they just don't know what to get. And you could be there for them to give them an idea on, hey, maybe you should get her this. Or, let's just say they just need someone to talk to because they're going through a rough time. At Everlasting Capital, that's the type of relationships we try to build. And if you can build that with your clients, you're going to be so much more profitable.